Good morning. I just woke up, so I don't look super cute, but I have time, so I'm gonna make a short video, hopefully short. I'm gonna answer the question, what is Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome, or EDS? Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome is a connective tissue disorder that I happen to have. It affects basically everything, every aspect of your health. I don't know a lot of like specific statistics or like actual medical facts, so I'm just gonna kind of tell you how it affects me and like my everyday life. So starting out, actually, three major celebrities has just like kind of came out with Ehlers-Danlos and like told everyone kind of what it is. So like Leah Dunham, I don't know how to say her name, Jamila Jamil and Sia have all come out and said like, hey, we have Ehlers-Danlos. Which is super cool because I don't really know. It's really hard to find other people with Ehlers-Danlos. It's kind of a rare condition. We call ourselves zebras because it is kind of rare. Like, it's a saying like, when you hear hoofbeats, you think of a horse, but it's actually a zebra, because Ehlers-Danlos can present itself as like so many other things. Like, I was not diagnosed until I was like 16, maybe 17, but it affects so many aspects of your health. So I'm just gonna kind of like run down what it does, like, to me. So I am hypermobile, hyper flexible, so like all of my joints go past what normal people's can go. Like, all of my joints dislocate and sublux. Subluxing is where they pop out of place and then they go back in on their own. So it's painful, but it's not like a full dislocation. So like my hips and my shoulders are mainly the problem for me. I've had 2 shoulder surgeries, one on each side, called orthoscopic capsulorrhaphies. It's basically where they take like the ball part of your shoulder blade and you put it in the socket, and then they close the socket around it and stitch it so that it essentially can't like move out of the place and like dislocate and stuff. So I've had both of those. It has helped a little bit, but now my shoulders are back to subluxing and stuff. So hopefully I'll see an orthopedist about that. What else? Very commonly with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, you get POTS. POTS is, I honestly don't know the exact name for it. It's like post something tachycardia syndrome. Postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. I don't know the exact name for it. But POTS is a blood pressure problem. Your blood pressure goes up and down like way more than normal people should. So like if you're sitting, your heart rate and stuff goes like lower than most normal people, and then as soon as you stand up, it like skyrockets. And so this like dramatic change can cause you to like pass out, lose vision, get dizzy, stuff like that. I personally have like heat strokes. I get dizzy, I lose my vision, I like have fallen down, extreme fatigue, like I've needed wheelchairs to get around because I'm just that dizzy, that tired, I can't do it. And like you're always dehydrated, or like I am always dehydrated. Like no matter how much I drink, I'm dehydrated, and it's exhausting like all the time. So for the POTS, also you lack salt. So like my cardiologist was like, eat as much salt as you can. So I take salt pills and I eat like a ton of salt on my food to try to help me out. I also have heart problems because of Ehlers-Danlos. I have PVCs, which are premature ventral contractions. It's basically like both chambers of your heart like smoosh at the same time and the blood kind of gets stuck for a little bit. It's not life-threatening, it's just ridiculously painful, which is cool. Love that for me. So I have a heart monitor that's like planted subdermally in my chest that monitors it at all times just to make sure nothing like crazy goes on, nothing is super wrong. What else? I have GI issues like crazy. So, I mean, people might be like, TMI, but like, whatever. So, I have trouble eating right now. I am having so much trouble eating. Like, almost all foods make me so nauseous, or I'm vomiting all the time. I eat, like, the blandest food. Like, right now I eat bread, applesauce, saltines, stuff like that. But I'm not getting proper nutrition, and that's contributing to my exhaustion. So that's annoying. I'm getting testing done. So I'm getting a colonoscopy, an upper endoscopy, and a gastric emptying scan to check for any obstructions in my GI tract or gastroparesis. Hopefully I'll get some answers and be able to eat real food again, because that would be nice. What else does it affect? Chronic fatigue. Literally, it's very different from someone saying, oh, I'm tired. Like, it's the feeling where, like, you can hardly, like, stay awake. You're, like, so exhausted. Every movement is, like, difficult. Like, it's hard. You have to make yourself do stuff, and it's frustrating because it makes it hard to concentrate in, like, classes and stuff. We get brain fog, which is, like, annoying. It's like, where, I'm trying to think of how to word this. You kind of just, like, are very forgetful. You can, like, mix up your words a lot, or, like, not say the words you're trying to say. So, like, I stumble over my words, and sometimes I, like, switch words around in their sentences, like, the ways they shouldn't be. Or, like, I forget stuff, or I can't concentrate, and it's really annoying. Also, with Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome, you are predisposed to some mental illnesses. So, I myself have depression, anxiety, insomnia. I have an eating disorder. I have PTSD, but that's not really related. I think that's it. Yeah. So, you're kind of predisposed for these mental illnesses, which honestly just make having Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome so much harder, because you can't really move around a whole lot. Like, walking is hard for me. I get exhausted. I walk really slow. So, like, going out and about and going places is a little bit harder for me, and that totally plays into my depression. Like, just laying around makes my depression so much worse, but, like, my body needs to lay around because I'm exhausted all the time, and I'm struggling to function like a normal person. I also get migraines like crazy. I just started Aimovig. It's a once a month injection that's supposed to prevent migraines, so I'm hoping that will help. I'm not really sure though. What else? Oh, I have anxiety-induced syncope episodes with seizure behavior, which might be Ehlers-Danlos related, might not be, but basically, if I get stressed out, I will, essentially I'll just collapse, and my eyes will move like I'm having a seizure, but my whole body usually stays still, so I'm not in any danger of, like, choking on my tongue or anything like that. But it is kind of alarming for people around me and stuff, so I always have to, like, let them know, and I have, like, my medical bracelet that says I have POTS and syncope and stuff, so that's handy. Even though no one looks at it, they always just call 911, which is annoying for me. But yeah, Ehlers-Danlos affects literally everything, like my everyday life, everything. I take 21 pills a day. Some people are like, that's crazy, but, like, that's just, like, life with Ehlers-Danlos. 21 pills a day to help me try to focus like a normal person, like, function like a normal person. And I still struggle a whole lot, and I know there are people with Ehlers-Danlos that struggle like me. Some struggle, like, worse than me. There are a bunch of different types of Ehlers-Danlos, but it's really cool to find other people that have Ehlers-Danlos so that you can, like, talk about it, and, like, it's just crazy because, like, it's kind of rare, so you can't just, like, meet other people often and be like, oh yeah, like, I have Ehlers-Danlos. Like, a lot of people are like, what's that? So it's cool finding other people that have Ehlers-Danlos so you can talk about everything and, like, complain about doctors and stuff, and, like, they know what you're talking about, and that's amazing. So yeah, I did this video so I can kind of tell you, like, what Ehlers-Danlos is, in, like, non-medical terms. And, like, if any of you have Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome, you are not alone. There are actually a lot of people that have it. It goes undiagnosed a lot of the time. But, like, even celebrities have Ehlers-Danlos, which I think is so cool, because they're raising awareness, because a lot of people have never heard of this, and, like, now these celebrities are saying what it is and people are taking interest. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, so anyways, that's my life with Ehlers-Danlos. I will probably post more about like specific issues caused by Ehlers-Danlos. I'll post about mental health, all that stuff. But this one was just like a kind of intro of like what is Ehlers-Danlos. And I will get more into it later. I post a lot about it on my Instagram. Like, I will literally spam my story with these like memes and text posts of Ehlers-Danlos and POTS, and I think it's hilarious. And like other people that have it think it's hilarious, but then like people that don't know what it is like, what? I don't know why I said that, honestly, but yeah. So that's Ehlers-Danlos. That's basically it. So I guess I will see you guys later. Bye.